What's going on, everybody? Darrell the Whiskey Saint back with another video. And I know it's been a while. So excited to be back shooting this with you guys. And what we're going to dive into, if you know me, you know I love blinds. It's been a while. So I got a nice little bag over here, courtesy of my man Lance, with a bunch of samples of some stuff that I've never had. Made sure that it was stuff that I haven't had. So I know I did dive into a few of his samples. None of them that I did dive into are actually in this bag. So this is just going to be a fresh take, give you my thoughts, see if maybe I can pinpoint distillery and a couple things about the whiskey, and just give you my honest thoughts on it. You know, what I'll pay for it, if it's good, if it's bad, and literally just what I think in general. So without further ado, if you're new to the channel, hit that like and subscribe. We're about to kick this off. Cheers. Welcome back. Welcome back. And we're just going to get rolling. I'm going to open up this bag and I'm not going to cheat, guys. There's some that are wrapped in bubble wrap and there's some that aren't. We're just going to pick one of the ones that are kind of wrapped in the bubble wrap. If I can open this and give it a go. So you see, I can't even see what it is. This is full. I can't see it, but I can see from the back that it's full. I'm going to show you guys that. Hopefully you can see it. If not, like I said, we'll find out together. But I'm going to pour some of this into this Glen. That's good. Cover that up into the whiskey nose. Glen over here. Shout out to my guy, Top Dog. Cheers to you, sir. And we're just going to get this going. A little spin job, and dive in. Whoa. Was not expecting that nose. That gave me a initial vibe of like malt, Irish whiskey, Scotch type of vibe. Yeah, like a nice Irish whiskey vibe. Smells nice, sweet, citrusy, little proofy, not crazy. But yeah, it's really tropical, like pineapple, oaky spice, some mango, just nice bright fruits. Let's go in for a taste. Whoa, that is interesting. That's wild. Okay. So that first sip kind of reminds me of New Holland. And I say that mainly not even so much the tropical notes, which that kind of hits with the New Holland as well. But I get this distinct like beer note on the finish of New Holland malted rye, which I get all over this. And those that know me know I despise beer, but that note I actually really, really enjoy on that type of whiskey. And I don't know if it's just New Holland in general, like I've really never had that note on anything else, but I don't dislike it on New Holland. But this brought me right down that vibe immediately upon that sip. But it's a lower proof than like the Castrum single barrels that I've had. But this brings me right up that realm. We're gonna take another sip. Yeah, I can't get that out of my head. And this is probably the quickest I've came to a decision on one of these, but I think this is some type of New Holland product, malted rye at least. I don't know if it's finished or not, but it is lower proof than the single barrels that I've had. I would venture to say that this is maybe 100 to 110 proof max. Not sure the age, but I know most of this stuff's between, I believe, 6 to 8 years old. But this is nice. What would I pay? So I do love their profile. I'm not sure how much this bottle is, but you know, single barrels only go for like 59, 69 bucks. So I would venture to say that this is probably maybe a $49 bottle. And I would happily pay 49, maybe even 59. Like I just love the notes that you get off this. All that citrus and just tropical fruit mixed with some nice spice and oak just hits all my feels. Just does. We're going to take one more sip and we're going to reveal what this is, guys. Hopefully I'm right, but we shall see. See, that sip kind of brought me right back down that Irish whiskey vibe, but I've never got that beer note on Irish whiskey. So I'm going to stick with my guns. I'm going to say this is a walleye malted rye. If I had to just say one age, I would just say 6 years old. I'm not sure if it's age stated or if it's on that label or not. Between 100 to 110 proof. If I had to just pick a number, we'll say 107, right in the middle. Michigan, right? For New Holland. Yeah, distilled in Michigan. And I would say it's a rye whiskey. Let's see how right or wrong I was, guys. Oh, okay. Oh, so I'm all over it. Although it wasn't walleye, but it is from New Holland. So that note is distinct for me. This is, well, you guys might have seen it earlier, or maybe not, but Dragon's Milk beer barrel. So that beer influence that I mentioned earlier is all over the back of the palate, which I do tend to get on, the walleyes anyway. So I got distillery. I'm not sure if this is a rye or a bourbon, but it's 101 proof. I got state, got distillery, didn't get the exact type of bottle, but I'm pretty happy with that. It's been a while and I wouldn't say I nailed it, but got as close as I could to nailing it, really. Actually, I can't say that because I don't know what type of whiskey it is. Could be a bourbon. Granted, I don't know if I've had bourbons from them. I've had rye and wheat whiskeys. So I'll do a little bit of research on my end to see how close I actually was. But I'm not mad at that, not mad at all. But that bear influence it's potent. Yeah, it's all over the nose and the palate, back of the palate, just all that. One more sip and we're gonna end it off. All over that. But a nice profile, man. I love New Holland stuff. I could sit here and talk forever about this stuff, guys, but thanks for tuning in. Like I said, it's been a while. Glad to be back. And hopefully I can get some more stuff out for you guys. Cheers, everybody. Till next time.
Thank you for watching Hello Again, Whiskey Friends, everybody. A big shout out to our amazing Patreon community. If it wasn't for you, we couldn't continue to produce the content and barrel picks week after week. And for everybody else out there, be sure to hit that like and subscribe. It really helps the channel more than you know. And we'll catch you on the next one. Goodbye, everybody.